Is that just really, really quiet? Kind of sounds like it, doesn't it? Let's see if I can nudge this a bit. Oh no, it's maxed out on there, so I don't think we can... Have we got any more scope for more audio here? No, this is maxed out. We may have to nudge it here then. Presuming the background music is as quiet as this throughout. I can't remember where we had it set last time. So I'm hoping something like that. If it needs more, let me know, especially when the characters start talking. But yeah, let me see what I'm doing. So, like I said, I think we'd wandered around the promenade of the space station. We'd spoken to like some security chief and told him his best buddy had died. His best buddy, the one we like landed the pod on. We know she is going to be a possible party member, don't we? Right, I guess we're talking to the doctor.
Something I can help you with?
How's that?
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
The records say, have you actually spoken to her yourself?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
I don't know if there are any supplies.
From Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
How do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable. Take care.
Okay, so we've got to find some other way into the medical ward then, I guess.
Good luck getting to Jessie, and better luck if you do. She's a real piece of work.
Okay, right. Well, I feel like that's probably a good place to start. The waste from the medical bay has to go somewhere, doesn't it? We're going to be rooting around... it's basically going to be a scene out of Star Wars, isn't it? Dead rats. Right. So maybe we can't get there. Oh, somebody died. Crumpled instructions. Frankie, got a lead on... lead, sorry. Brain is going to be fried. Rat golf. On some local salvage. One of the Groundbreaker's old hangars was bricked over until someone found it by poking around the stevedores quarters. Lilia gave us the go-ahead to plant her flag once we clear out her new arrivals. I'm sending you to scout. Look for a loose panel. You got to climb on top of the bunks and head towards the back wall. Lilia says we should watch our back. She thinks we're being tailed. In other words, typical Lilia. Okay. So, we've got to go back to the stevedores quarters, which we did see They're basically in, like, the initial hangar bit, aren't they? Is there something glowing there? Oh, no, it's just the bottom of the ladders. And then we can't... Oh, we could hack our way into that if we wanted, but we're not got many hacking devices. So I don't think we've got any points to spend, do we? No. Because if we threw any in... We'd need another 8 points to get up to... Well, it's not. It's find more bits in containers. It's not make hacking, lockpicking easier. Yeah, because there's a difference between hacking and lockpicking. Hacking is for the vending machines and computers and that. All the doors are just classed as lockpicking. Okay, well, there's a bunch of places we haven't been to yet. Let's start at the beginning and work our way across.
I didn't think anyone would
Maudet?
carry on. Hell, I know space hands who don't even think it a sport.
Right. Okay, well, let's go chat with the locals at the bar.
This is Halcyon News.
If it wasn't for us, this whole damn station would shut down.
Advertisement for the following story.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
I don't suppose you know a way to get to the Stellar Bay or on Monarch. What's Stellar Bay? Like I said, it's been, what, a couple of weeks since we last played this, at least. So I'm going to be trying to play catch-up on what have we done, what quest lines have we got going on.
Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the Corps pulled back to Terra 2.
No, why?
It's overrun with beasts, I heard. Big ones. Kinda chew your face off for fun. Might all be board propaganda, though.
This is why
If
we
you're
have
aiming
a
to get
very
to Stellar
large
Bay,
axe
you're gonna
to
have to get your hands dirty.
kill beasts.
The board don't like them that truck with Monarch. But I ain't the one you ought to be asking. Try Gladys on the promenade. She'll fix you up.
Promenade. All the traders in the system come through here. Heard anything interesting?
Some big shot down in Byzantium's holding auditions for a new adventure serial. So yay, another 6 of those next season. The Radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
Sounds like you might have an issue with the thermal control system. Apparently I've got enough in engineering to actually say that.
Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse.
What do you need the radiators for? We're in space! We'd freeze to death without them!
They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it into space. Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing straight down the promenade.
Promenade.
Weeks? I've lost track. Too law-damn long. Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise.
Okay, that's
She runs
twice.
this heap. Best she can,
This Chief
anyway.
June Lee has been
Don't
mentioned.
know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up.
Okay, so she's our first next port of call, I guess.
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering. There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that. What ain't I got?
Any weapons? No. Any armor? No. So it's all just consumable stuff. Do we have any junk to sell? We do. Well, I guess we can just sell all our junk. Well, we're up to 5,000. Do we need to do any repairs? Where's the level indicator? We're at 45%. So we are receiving less armor at the moment. So we maybe if it's under 50%, that's when we start losing some. Yeah, because 96% is fine. 95%, no difference in the damage. 63%, okay, there's less damage coming out of the pistol. Yeah, I think maybe it's like 17 upwards is fine. What, 70 to 50? It's a percentage of loss. And then 50 to probably 30. There's another percentage down. Because, I mean, we're losing 5 armor there. So we're certainly going to patch that up, but not from this screen. We can do that from... inventory, was it? Repair all equipped. What about armor? $17 parts, yeah. And we're back up to 16. Good, okay. Although we did have... Well, I guess we just break that down then. If we've fully patched ourselves up, we can break you down with Q. 2 versions of the same light armor, so we might as well just break that down. I mean, I feel like we have a change of clothes on us just in case. Okay. Right. Anybody else looks like a friendly local we should be speaking to?
That last 0G was a mistake.
Is this where the toilets are? No, we just poke around in her back room. That's not a euphemism for anything either.
I try to keep the place clean in case Chief Tennyson stops by.
They're either in awe or hatred of this Chief Tennyson.
Talk to Vera if you need something. She's usually behind the bar.
Okay. Yeah, we need a key card for that. Okay. Now we found the Kazi.
I'll be just a moment.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular
Fighter crew?
advertisement for the following
Don't
story.
look funny at the crew. Heard they toss folks out the airlock.
Remember
to blow
Auntie
up the
Cleo?
base.
Because she remembers you.
Auntie
When you were sick,
Auntie
who
Cleo's
took
is
care
one of
of
the corporations, isn't
you? When
it?
you were hungry, who gave you a needle full of love?
A needle full of love, is that what we're calling it now?
That's who. Have you given your auntie a hug today? This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news.
Okay. I feel like we should be allowed to jump through there. Maybe. Right, well, I guess we're going to go see the... Oh! And Pixel back with a resub! How are we doing, buddy? There's a little overkill cutting... What was that? I missed the description on that one. It's a little overkill for cutting up your English breakfast. I don't know. Depends on how well done the black pudding is, I guess. But anyway, how are you doing? I'm currently full of cold.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
I love my gun. What's the benefit of modifying my weapons?
Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise?
That's us. That's us.
Extended ammo magazine and a barrel.
No, we don't need an extended magazine for a large axe. It's what you need when you buy your sausages from Iceland. Yeah, exactly. Looks sharper than the clippers I did. Oh, what was it? You said you went down to a 2, didn't you? Well, we know how we attach modifications. Does the modifying the weapon avoid the warranty? Pretty sure nothing has a warranty in this universe.
A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRANTIES tops the list. Right here for a start. I got a fair selection. Modified weapons are my specialty. So, what can I get you?
What's she got? Anything for large axes? These are locked out. Is it by price? No, it's not by price. Cannot purchase this restricted stock. Why not? Chance of critical hits. Plasma damage. Decrease the loss of weapon durability for use. Yes. I will pay handsomely to, you know, not have my shit break as often. You need to talk to buy the restricted stuff. Okay. Well, we're certainly going to buy that anyway. Let's see if there is any more dialogue we can get out of her. Oh, we need the talkie skill. Oh, our talkie skill is not great. I mean, I'm guessing persuasion, and we've got it to the basic. We're novice level persuasive talking. Anyway, how are you doing, Valdir? Are you in solidarity with the rest of us, of just full of cold and, you know, feeling miserable? Interstellar crew. I need to speak more goods. I mean, yeah. Words are hard. Right, okay. Miserable but not cold, okay. Just life is making you miserable. Okay, so yeah, that was just the waste disposal. We've already been down there. Sweating and with ice cream. That feels like it's almost oxymoronic. Right. Oh, is this the... Yes, we'd spoken to him before. That's the dude who's lost his friend.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered.
Auntie's kitchen. What are we going to get?
Greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Aren't you just a glorified vending machine?
This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed.
Okay, so Caramel Sutra. I feel like you should lather that on your body, or possibly somebody else's, to fully appreciate it. Let me take a look at that. Maybe I can fix it.
Shock simulation restored. Initiating shocked subroutine. How dare you? Shocked subroutine complete. Estimated guild level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Well, I don't think we need any food, do we? But we got some extra XP out of him. What's this? Engineering, okay. That's ultimately where we need to go. Ike's Armory.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
That's us. How am I liking the game? I am enjoying it. This is why it's now become a permanent feature on in the Saturday slot. That, and I didn't really have anything else for the Saturday slot, so... tell me more about your wares. Are you Spacey yourself?
Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape. Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations.
I did consider it. I mean... Well, like I said, I considered it, but considering I hadn't done, like, what was the theme park one called? Because it's almost like the spin-off one, isn't it? I know it's a separate game, it's not an expansion or anything, but I don't know, because I didn't do the theme park one, I just haven't got the impetus to do it. Planet Coaster, that's it.
Not from around here, are you? After leaving Earth, you worked a local gas giant from a floating refinery. Dangerous work. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Jurassic World by the same devs, yes. I mean, from what I heard, it was okay, but it was just like... Well, you can tell they did this to basically pay the bills. In between Planet Coaster and clearly Planet Zoo as well. Though I guess a lot of stuff they implemented and worked on for Jurassic World has been utilised in Planet Zoo, really, hasn't it? So that was their test bed whilst also being paid... presumably it was all done under license, whether it was... Who's the publisher on Jurassic World? Be intriguing to know who was footing the bill on that one. Okay. Thug Kit. Increase your melee and defensive skills. Increase the ranged weapons. Increase body armor and helmet ratings against physical damage. How many slots do we have in armor? I guess we've got 2, haven't we? Oh, Frontier did it themselves, did they? Okay. I'm kind of tempted to take both. More increase our melee and also extra armor. If we're supposed to be tanking this... Well, we're not supposed to be, but I just prefer running in and smacking everyone with a large axe. Sure. No, we only need the one. Also, that is heavy level 5. What's our current? We're like level 8, I think? Just class as clothing. Okay, this is all the fashion souls bit then, I guess. Attack speed. Changes damage type. Okay. Rating against N-ray damage. Ah, okay, so against energy rays and against corrosive. Well, we'll see what we can install anyway. And find out what level we are. What level are we? We are... 7. How do we add the modifications? I can't remember. We just brought those mods. Like I said, it's been a couple of weeks, plus my brain is full of snot at the moment, so I'm probably not firing on all cylinders. Oh, it has to be at the workbench. We can break down in the inventory, but we have to be at the workbench to put stuff in, okay. Which there is one back on our ship, but because our ship is now in lockdown, does that mean we can get back on our ship, or do we just have to find another workbench somewhere? Okay, right, well, we'll probably be visiting you again. Spratwurst.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
Sounds appetizing.
You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
What does terra-fry actually mean? I feel like they have been terrified. So they're probably fed into the grinder alive. That's what it is, isn't it?
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs
Oh,
and
this is the
spices,
Colonel's secret
plus
recipe.
a dash of modern chemistry.
So Spratwurst, like Burstwurst. I've seen that a lot. Is it your own invention?
Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&D'ing our own special meat.
Well, I mean, I dare say at some point in this game we're going to be able to show off our special meat. No, wait. There's a few on Groundbreaker, are there? There's a workbench in here somewhere, like in the one of the stalls. You can remember 100%. There's one close to the top. Okay, so we'll probably stumble across it.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike. Just as well, near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats. Long as you don't mind me grinding spratwurst while we talk. Little things don't make themselves chewy. At least not yet. I'm sure modern science will find a way.
I just got this image of, as we're having the conversation, just feeding live rats into a meat grinder.
Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats.
Okay, right. Let's see her farm fresh sprats. Oh, that's the grinder. Lovely. Okay.
Following that series? The Hunt for the Wimbro?
The pirate ship? I don't go in for docu-serials.
Salvage and shipping.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Corporations never lifted a finger for me. To dump a bunch of loot on some broker. Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our trails.
Are these... They're all just contractors. Okay, so... Nobody important to talk to here? Okay, we do have an elevator. So I'm presuming that they were talking about Lilia, which is the...
CNP pancake mix. now requires
What's
no
the name?
vaccine.
Engineer.
Seriously.
So we probably need to see the engineer first.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh,
who's it?
And it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom.
Who's the engineer then? Chun-Li.
What a
Chun-Li
slogan
was the
to
engineer,
keep
wasn't it?
track of.
Yeah, sorry.
Sometimes
Like I said, brain is fried at the moment. You work for Spacer's Choice? Ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Well, don't go looking into it. It's not so bad. They're struggling, but they've got good hearts. You aren't missing much. It's a dump.
Well, I liked it fine enough.
I'm sure they're doing their best. That's the Spacer's Choice spirit. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
I've got to ask you about the hat.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
You doing all right in there? Speak up, I can't hear you. Where can I get a hat like that? Enough hat talk.
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. Not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable.
Can you see it in there?
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
You have to pay for the catalog? How do you brush your teeth? Where can I get a hat like that?
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice consumer.
You feel sorry for this guy already.
Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
Enough hat talk.
Have a look.
Well, like I said, I really like my axe at the moment. Oh, and we can buy one of them. Plus to lying, plus to lying, plus to lying. Okay, so that's its only benefit. Increase body armor, defensive. Okay, so pretty much what we've already got. Oh, can we sneak back behind? Steal everything! No, we're not going thief build. Why am I stuck? Rest and go. Okay, so this is just going to be the bunkhouse type idea.
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
My soul is slowly dying. Looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from. Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
So I wonder if we're going to be approached by the corporation to try and remove Jun-Li from power so they can get more of a foothold.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Just sold his soul to the company. Well, we know Gladys isn't there. We will always hit the head. Also, kill any rat we see. There's probably a hidden achievement for that, I'm guessing. Anything hidden back here? Oh, hello.
Got it. Heads down.
Oh, shut up. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, no one's listening. To then I'm just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless and bedless. Far as anyone's concerned, I'm Groundbreaker trash. That's how I live. If no one agrees to take me on as crew, I suppose that's how I will die. Okay, so taking on as crew, does this mean there's possibly somebody else here we can employ? So we're just going to steal all their stuff whilst they're out somewhere. Anything else we're missing? Nope. Okay. Are you going corporate shill, or are you being the valiant pirate set on the corporate destruction? I mean, well, we already brought down one corporate town. So I'm feeling like we're... Oh, we're in a restricted area, okay. As long as nobody comes in... Steal all the things, steal all the things. They'll never know unless we try and sell their own stuff back to them, I guess. Get out of the way. You wonder what the cap on these points are? I don't know. On the 25th of this month, 30 games hit Steam. 16 of them contain nudity. What a platform Steam is. I mean, it's just the amount of, you know, hentai trash that there is on Steam. I mean, I've not got a problem with people making hentai games. It's just when they're all just like match 3 or jigsaw games just with some tits on them. That's not exactly creative, is it? You'll never buy those games on your main account. Oh, downed. Also, a bunch of mag things. So we can possibly hack our way into... So, is there any chance of parkouring up to anything? No. Ah, but were they artistic porn games, Pixel?
This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the
Curiosity killed the cat. Okay, well, definitely going to need something better to break into that lot, aren't we? Before we speak to the woman, let's, you know, try everywhere else and everything else. You have a name, so yeah, let's not do characters yet. You actually want to see why there's so many of them? If you was missing something, spoiler alert, no, you was not missing anything. You're just freighter crew, so you're nobody. Oh, talking about porn, here's the pay-per-view movies. Pay-per-view is restricted to diamond-level guests, but feel free to peruse our catalogue. Entertainment cartridges are available for rent at the main desk. There are currently 0 cartridges in stock. I mean, if you're lost in space, you've got to find something to fill the time, I guess. My big candid friend, Nana Spank 7, Primal Affections. No, we're definitely going to find out what that one is. Raised by the wilderness primals, one man will leave the jungle he knows to explore the one he doesn't. Kisto. He came for Nana Spank, but he stayed for love. Can a young corporate executive collar this creature, or will she awaken the beast within? Rated PACNS for passion, anthroponoid, and conceptual Nana Spanking. Okay. More shit we can steal. Okay, so we could break into there if we wanted. I was tempted to make a porn game myself, to be honest, but not because it's something that interests me, but because I think it's a prime way to prove yourself as a good designer. Since, you know, there's like, will likely be some small audience and the chance to becoming the 50 Shades. Yeah, I mean, there's always that chance. Right, let's speak to Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me nav key for Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
They're telling me it's like 10 grand or something. Yeah, exactly. And we've got about 5,000, something like that. Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility.
Oh, that's definitely us.
Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms here, just let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering?
Well, we haven't been to engineering yet.
That one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Angie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Say no more, I'm in. Why was Roseway abandoned? Probably horrible monsters. Animated porn for those too lazy to dig in a cemetery.
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates.
Well, we're all about the bits here, aren't we?
Selling. Might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Abandoned outposts, corporate secrets. Got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
What other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
What have you got to trade?
I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week.
A bunch of illegal gear. Apparently. Okay. Right, so... Oh, there was this guy who had a name as well, wasn't there?
Now see here, What was I doing again?
Okay, you have a name, but you're not actually in anybody. Well, not yet anyway. Right, time to head to engineering then.
C&B Borsted Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borsted Baked Beans is the only one.
This is those XF411s? And an old Yakina
Edna...
37?
Was it Edna that had supplied her with the comm transmission? It was, wasn't it?
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even concentrate. Junlei better hurry up with those damn repairs already.
Okay, so that's the person we need to speak to. Anybody else?
I started the show days ago.
Right, okay, so we want to modify our armor, don't we? Okay, we brought stuff we didn't need to. Apparently we already had those. Decrease the noise made whilst moving. Would make sense for heavy armor, but still. Increase dialogue and leadership skills. I'm not really bothered about dialogue. Let's just increase the armor rating. And then I presume I can do the same. No, I can't do the same with the hat. Okay, so we can't... I figured there'd be a mod slot on the armor as well as the... But we got multiple dots. Okay, so we could put a bunch of stuff on this. So... Definitely the defense, and... I guess, yeah, we should put one on here, shouldn't we? Improve our sneakiness, even in heavy armor. And then in the last slot, what, more armor or dialogue or more attack? Melee skills +5, defensive skills +10. Well, we're not really defending, we're just going in, swinging wildly, aren't we? It's only +3 for the physical armor toughness. I'm going to put the other one on. Boost us up to +6. Sure. Oh no, we can't have multiples, then I wouldn't be able to put... Ah, okay, so I'm not allowed multiples of the same thing on. Okay. Well, all we can do then is put the dialogue thing on then. That's a little disappointing. Unless there's like pro versions, you know, stronger versions of each mod, so it's like a +3 one, and there's a +6 one, and a +10 one, or something like that.
Return.
And the resub from Eli. You've got your baby now. That's a baby. Now you owe me alimony. How are we doing, Eli? Hopefully you're not full of cold as well. Though, I mean, is that possible in 30, 40 degree heat? I suppose it is. It's a virus. You have a name.
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
Well, that's always useful advice. Right, well, I guess we've got to talk to Chief Engineer then.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Back to helping your mum pack. Oh, is it, like, moving house type packing? Or what? Also, talking about you're doing good, how was the sunburn in the end? Because I know that's probably about a week ago now. You said you were getting rather crispy. Have we finished shedding yet? Nice place you got here, Chief. I'm Captain of the Unreliable, recently unshackled from Groundbreaker's impound.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Heading back to the US. No, I'm still looking like a... but oh no. No worries. You get back to, you know, helping. Go on. Speak to you in a bit, Eli. Do whatever I can to help you keep the peace. I'll try not to start any fights, but I might have to end some. No, that's us.
Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Now my ship's out of impound, I can safely say I'm headed back to Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Is it the fact that I'm smeared in blood? And it's not all sprat blood. Parvati, you wanted to speak to Junlei, go ahead. Heard you had a heating problem. What's it like to command around here? Don't have a lot of faith in the board. Well, before we, let's get our discussion out the way before we let our engineer speak.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why haven't you fixed them yet?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Is there no room for compromise? Surely the board doesn't want Groundbreaker to roast.
They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
You need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Am I supposed to know where that is?
Sorry, I forget not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
I'll get those parts. You can't get these parts anywhere else? Can we try and talk this out with whoever is down there? Have you tried sending anyone else down there to get the parts?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail.
They never came back.
I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
Flash a rude gesture with both hands, none taken.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
Can't get them anywhere else?
You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy.
Ugh, at you. Their negotiation sounds like bureaucratic coup. Aren't you just delaying the inevitable by cannibalizing Groundbreaker's systems? Well, both of these are viable. Let's go with the coup.
Damn right. And while I'm captain of the Groundbreaker, it falls to me to preserve this ship's independence. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Didn't you have other bits of dialogue?
Speak your mind. Honestly, I could use the distraction.
What's it like to command?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Parvati here could always help shoulder the burden. Wow, we already offloading our crew? This ship is a family business?
Sure is.
Hey, Dankenix!
The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gang, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Was it a big change, that transition to command? Condolences. I'm sure those were some big shoes to fill.
Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Where's the self-destruct mechanism?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Back to my other
You've got my
questions.
attention.
Before we, offload Parvati. Don't have faith in
You're
the board?
Right. I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
They're after me? Oh no, not those bits. Your wife stole this game from you and played it? Oh no. So, did you manage to play any for yourself? Also, Fluffy, you're on to second whiskey poured. I'm feeling better for... but are you mixing it with the ginger? Or is it just the whiskies? You're starting to develop a warm glow. Must not like Udom Bedford very much. Udom Bedford. Is that a name we've come across? I'm not sure. Hey, Sean! It's been ages, it has. How you been? Yes, we're going to be taking a look at Lost Ember in the second half today. Presuming I can make it that far. I mean, like I said, the voice is holding up okay. It's just whether the head full of snot is going to get me there as well. Whiskey, ginger wine, and hot water. Okay. Udom's the corporate guy on Groundbreaker. Okay. Oh, is he the one in his fancy office that was rather sad that we squashed his buddy? That was Udom. Okay, right. Your wife's is in the credits because the funded Lost Ember in Kickstarter 5. Oh, okay, is she? I didn't realise it's been in development for 5 years. As I said, all I knew is it looked kind of pretty, and I feel like that's a good chill game how to end today's show on. Because what it strikes me as, just purely from like seeing the trailer stuff and that, it looks like a cross somewhere between Journey and the game Everything. Because it wasn't in Everything you could like be anything in the world. But the idea of you can be a bird and then you can become one of the wolf things or a mole or anything like that. It looks kind of interesting and kind of very Zen-like, maybe. You're alright? Just working on getting a Christmas job mostly and playing Planet Zoo. You just missed us. We were talking about Planet Zoo earlier. Hopefully the snot stays at bay and you make it through. Yeah, I'm hoping so as well.
I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
So what would she pay us if we were to burn down all the corporate stalls?
You've got my attention.
Okay, well, let's have Parvati talk to her.
I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Nudge, nudge. There you go.
Okay. Since
Parvati's so adorable when she's awkward.
Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you
I'm
later,
betting
maybe?
she could teach us some things.
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Don't be shy. Silently encourage. Yeah, don't. I can deal with
In
stuff
person.
myself.
Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Awkward. Nice job.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Well, I mean, we could have Parvati go and help her, but we do want a engineer for our boat, don't we? We just don't want her following us around constantly. Oh, but we get a level up, okay. So what we're going to sink points into? What's going to benefit us? I kind of feel like getting our hacking up. Hopefully try and get us through doors a little easier. Well, not the hacking, it's the lockpicking, isn't it? And obviously walking around in the portable tank is causing us a few issues. Though I just want to keep pumping more points into hitting things very, very hard. I mean, presumably 7 more points will help here. And then we'll put the last 3 in heavy weapons, I guess? Or the lying and intimidation. So if we change clothes, we've hit 40 and we can do more bits in containers. Heavy weapons is the rifle, isn't it? Well, no, that's classed as a long gun, isn't it? Heavy weapons would be like the minigun and shit like that. Trying to decide if you should buy Red Dead 2 for PC. The multiplayer looks good. I don't know. Is one of those when it first came out on console and that I was like really disappointed that I would have to wait for it. But since it's come to PC, I think the impetus to get it has just gone. At some point I will get it, but it might be a case of I will get it on PC when it gets like some deep discount on Steam sale or something like that in maybe another year's time or something. But then again, I was never bothered about GTA Online, so I don't know whether I could be that bothered with Red Dead Online. Have you spent much time in GTA's multiplayer? Or were you more interested in the single player, Dankanix? I'm just mixing you and Fluffy mentioning about the multiplayer threw me off for a moment. Like I said, fuzzy-headed at the moment. Oh yeah, because it's is it sale on its own store as well as? Because I know Epic's got its Black Friday sale thing on at the moment. There's quite a lot of streamers adopting it for RP. Yeah, because it's not on Steam yet. Isn't it supposed to be like December it comes to Steam? It was like a month's exclusive to Epic before it. Has it 40 Canadian? That's not bad. Also, hey, Spell Minky. How are we today? Right, what are we going to put this in? Heavy weapons. I guess just nudging up intimidation, and that might help. There you go. We've got that up to 30 or 35, depending on what we're wearing. Okay, right. So, what are we having to do? Or change? No. Oh, we didn't apply, sorry. There you go. Everything's applied now. Journey. Journey? Journal. Wow. Happiness is a warm spaceship. Get new parts. Need to get new parts for the radiator array to keep the Groundbreaker from overheating. Journey wants you to salvage the parts for the radiator from the old machinery in the back bays. The snot fog looms over you. Yeah, it very much does. Distress signal. Talk to Jesse. Ellie hasn't been able to get through to Jesse. Thanks to your introduction, Parvati. Hit it off. Check it in with Parvati back on the ship to see how things are progressing between the two of them. Okay, right. Well, we'll follow this one. There you go. Where are we headed?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular...
Conveniently, the elevator opened up now. Snot fog is a great description. Captain McReed.
Hey, McRed. Were you expecting...
Oh, McRed, okay.
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back... Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill.
So, I'm guessing they're cannibals?
Feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Okay, well, we put points in, but we still wouldn't have enough for that. I'm just exploring the ship and stumbled on this level. It's nothing personal. I'll just be going. Attack! Neither is this.
You stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. If you don't have any business, then it's time to light up the grill.
We've always got one way to answer threats like that, haven't we? Wow, okay. Is the game audio being heard twice? I wasn't hearing it. Okay, so that weapon does a lot of damage then, apparently. Okay, let's see. If I talk to Parvati, let me know if there's like a weird echo.
Where are we headed?
There is an echo. Okay, think what the hell could be causing it?
Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall.
Anything different?
Did you see the size of her arms?
Yeah, I mean, she seemed very competent. She's okay, I guess. That's better. Okay, so I mean, I hadn't turned anything on specifically. Maybe I just nudged something. So it might be in the desktop audio as well. Okay. Sounds like you have a crush on her. Let's see.
What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater?
Sounds like you're not sure how you feel. This won't interfere with your work, will it? There's more to a relationship than beefy arms and a shared career.
I reckon there's worse places to start. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just... she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
I know, I did see pop in, Noob, you making your big entrance about the moderator is here. But I thought that was for the benefit of everybody else. You were asserting dominance, and I didn't want to get in the way. But anyway, how are you doing? I mean, we could send her back to the ship. We want to do this solo, because, I mean, if we're on our own, we actually do more damage. Because that's one of the perks we took.
Sure thing, Captain. I'll be waiting back at the Unreliable if you need me.
Don't sneeze. Noob's PC will fall over. Right. Let's see if we immediately die again. Maybe we should whip out the guns instead. No, not the pistol. A rifle? Sure.
Who the... Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Just shoot him straight in the head. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? And apparently that goes straight through.
One ugly corpse.
Okay, so yeah, that is just a blisteringly offensive weapon. Okay, Parvati's still gone. Good. Maybe we need more armor? What do you reckon? What's our defense up to? Our defense is... based on inventory, won't it? Well, technically, wouldn't it be 22 because we're getting the +3? Can we see, like, details, would it be? Yeah, so total of 37. But admittedly, I think, because like one of the perk modification things was helps with N-ray damage, which is clearly whatever's being squirted out that gun he's got. So I don't know, we could see about buying more armor? Like one of these shops was selling armor, wasn't it? This one. So, what was it? The base for our heavy armor is 16. What was it? 16 and 12. 19 and 12. Okay. Level 2 armor, level 4 armor. So yeah, presumably anything better than that.
Itching to whack someone over the head? We can help with that.
My codpiece isn't big enough. I need more gravitas, do I? Are you doing more testing on Steam's Remote Play Together feature over the next few days? One of your buddies is off work for the week, so she'll be your test subject. I mean, your little helper. What games you got lined up? Because I know you said you were going to do a bunch of the Lego games. Because I mean, I noticed the other day they were running a sale on a bunch of them. So obviously trying to promote it. Okay, can we like narrow this down to heavy gear? Level 11. Okay, so let's negate the stuff that's above our level. Level 5, though, starts at 17, so it's not as good. That's light. I mean, that's medium armor, but... Well, what did I say we were? We were 19 and 9? 19 and 12, wasn't it? So yeah, none of these armors are actually going to help any. Rated against plasma damage, yeah. So that's the sort of thing we probably do need. You're just doing testing, okay. I wonder if we're just too low level. We either need to out-talk them or just be stronger.
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
What do we reckon? Oh, yeah, that thing just tears through us. I think we need to level up a bit and possibly try and go talkie. Because, I mean, we could find some armor that would... Because obviously this is hindering.
I don't want to mess up my blade.
Stealth skills, tech skills, tech skills. You have a sword, you're supposed to have a hammer. Because, I mean, some of the armors that guy was selling did have +2 dialogue stuff, didn't they?
Itching to whack someone over the head? We can help
Yes,
with
all
that.
the time. Ranged, stealth, tech. Okay, so there isn't any dialogue ones. Handguns, lockpicks, one-handed, intimidate. That might actually work. Because I think we only needed, like, +5 on one of them, didn't we? You're off to take a photo? Oh, no, no worries, Sean. We'll be still here. Twitch doesn't source any hammers. Oh, no. I mean, it costs us 40... Why does it say 48 there, but it costs us 49? Are we really that bad at negotiating prices? We actually have to pay more than the ticket price, apparently. So, if we were to equip that, and then I guess we're in that because we're wearing the other armor as well, so I guess we have to change this. Right. No, that sounds 35. Oh, because of the mod, wasn't it? So we still don't have enough. I think we're just going to have to try and level up, aren't we? To just get 5 more points in something. Before we can even talk our way past that guy. Fine. So what other quest lines do we have that we can do on the ship here? That's going off world. Distress signal. Corporal Wheeler at the Groundbreaker Customs asked you to update Dr. Dorset in the sickbay with the status of her shipment. We'd have to actually get into sickbay. We can't get past the front door, can we? Or we can't go to speak to a certain patient. Maybe we could get past the door.
CNP worst. It's not the worst unless it's worst.
Oh yeah, these doors are blue. Okay. Dorset, that's the one we have to speak
Can't say
to.
I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Reader told me to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment. Wheeler says your shipment won't be coming in soon. What's going on? Better myself? Isn't this a med bay? Let's find out what's going on from your
I'm expecting
side.
our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
I could try and find him. What do you need a mechanicals for?
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws. Keep hanging around, and I'll begin to think you're here for me. What can I do for you?
Okay, so we can't do anything else. Fair enough.
You have yourself a day, then.
I mean, Honestly, if they were my nurse, I would be somewhat scared. Just walking around in something that looks like it's from the Third Reich. Okay, this person doesn't have a Sigmar debt. Yeah, everyone's just sick. Who would have thought? Restricted area. Right, does it look like there's a like air vent or something we could sneak through? I presume whilst nobody's looking, it's... You found an ID cartridge to use your hologram... Ah, okay, yeah, the holographic shroud. I forgot about that was a thing. How do we do that, then? Is it something we have to have equipped? Or is it just something that happens? Holographic shroud developed by Phineas Wells uses biometric information stored on a corporate identity cartridge to construct a crude holographic disguise. You cannot appear as a specific individual, but you'll pass as a corporate employee from a distance. So will it just happen? Well, we'll save here and find out if we can just go through the restricted area. Holographic disguise activated. Yeah, it just happens. Giving you temporary access to restricted areas. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of interrogations to reset the shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Can I close that door? There you go. Nothing to see here. Okay. Apparently we need to get through there. Is there a...
For the last ratchet on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
She's worried about you a lot. Open the door before I kick it down. Well, I mean, we have the intimidation for that.
Should have known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See,
Do I look like I'm with the board?
I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
What did you do to get in trouble? Eddie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do. I do work for the board, actually.
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yet you think the board had someone follow you when you're hiding out?
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief, I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
What, they didn't throw it overboard? Oh no, not that diamond. So you stole it? What does this have to do with the board?
Udam was my buyer for when I'd acquired the diamond. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udam's deposit I'd spent. Udam Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
I'll talk to him.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Right, can I just steal your stuff? Okay, right, well... we're going to get challenged because we're going to run out of... No, we just just about enough.
Any word on Jessie?
She's in debt with the board and thinks someone's after her. I'll handle it.
Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
Alright, well, let's see what's speaking to their corporate overlords. Hey, Panda! How goes it? Save complete. Rough. The throat's better, thankfully, just the head is full of snot. So... Ooh. I didn't mean to go into bullet time.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you?
I'm here to talk about Jessie Doyle. I want her debt settled.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Are we in Repo Man territory? She's worth more alive than dead. Put her under an indentured contract. I doubt we've got the money for this. Maybe we can find out and then... I mean, why would we pay somebody else's debt?
That's not unreasonable. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
Aren't you just going to take her organs if she doesn't? She's hiding in the sick bay to avoid assassins. I'm sure she'll prefer work. The way I see it, she doesn't have much of a choice. None, I suppose. But if she doesn't show up to work, you'll kill her like you planned. She don't have a choice.
I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone practical for a change. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
No, we'll go. Well, that was an easy conversation. She's probably not going to be happy about the fact that she is now basically a slave. But...
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. Got word from Udam, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Watch yourself while I'm gone. Sure. Right, does this mean now we can recruit Ellie?
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jessie. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones.
Okay, we've got a
If you're
dock for the ship
looking for a
now.
medic, I can work my debt off.
That works. Saying you'll work for me just because I helped Jessie? You really don't like owing people, do you?
It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin.
People's germs. Welcome aboard. Are you seeing? Oh, okay.
You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
Right, can I tell her to go to the ship then
Something
now?
on your mind?
Head back to the ship. There you go.
Okay. See you around.
Wow. Disappears just like that. Okay, so we dealt with all that. How close are we to a level up? It looks pretty close. That's our carry weight. It looks close. I feel like we just need one small win. We'll level up a bit, and maybe we can get the persuasion we need. It's persuasion or intimidation, wasn't it? We could get away with. But I don't think there's anything left on the ship. Job to investigate distress signal on Terra 2. Oh, there was something else we read on, like, a datapad, wasn't there? Based on...
Rizzo's Purpleberry Budge. A soft sour purpleberry flavored center.
There was... From within the stevedore's bunk room. There you go.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
How do we climb up there, though?
Tossball finals are scheduled
Oh,
to
this
air
way.
soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stimulants.
Are we supposed to be sneaking? Outlaw squad leader. Now do we just murder everybody? I mean, I believe we're in a hot zone, but it didn't say restricted. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. See, these are the kind of people we can take care of in a single swipe. Oh, there you are.
War never changes.
Well, all of those people we managed to take care of, even when a giant-ass mech was shooting at us point blank. Okay, right. Well, let's just hope we weren't supposed to, like, negotiate with them. Well, I guess I did negotiate, but in my own special way. Hey, Slops! Alright, treading cautiously till I work out if I'll get spoilers. Okay, so how deep in are you now? Because we've basically done everything on the first world, and now we're in, well, the next area, which is the space station. Oh, you know where... Oh, okay, right, that's fine then. Alright, I guess I can't go in. You're miles ahead now. Okay, that's fine then. Anyway, how are you doing in yourself? What's on the docket for this weekend for yourself? Oh, we'd been in here, hadn't we? Yes, we had been in here. Nothing around the corner. I feel like this definitely feels like, you know, it's hardcore parkour territory, and we could get up to the top there and there'd be something. Yeah, so what we want to do is spend them on intimidate, so we can talk our way past the guys in the basement. So I guess we spend all 10. Oh no, that's skills, perk points, yeah. Unless any of these actually help. No, we're going solo. Base armor improvements could help. Yeah, because that looks very close now. We just need something to give us a few points and we can get that level up we need. Sprint speed, walk speed. Fast travel unencumbered. XP from companion kills, no. Maybe just more health. It's either health or sprint speed, I would imagine. Took a tier 2 perk last night that recovers health for every kill you get. Wish I hadn't. It's wildly overpowered. Okay. I'm guessing that's probably something like that. Yeah, there you go. Harvester. I'm just going to take more armor, I feel like. Aww. So I haven't gone through like what are the new modifications to emotes, because obviously a lot of them were like Halloween ones. I'm guessing the squash is a new one for November, and they're probably going to cycle through. There's definitely going to be December. There's going to be Christmas related emotes or modifications. Let's take the armor. Oh, I had 2 actually. Okay, armor and health then. We'll do both. When you realise you're better off. That actually works pretty well. I don't think many people have thrown the sunglasses on the heart before. Oh, that's the point. Have you heard back from Twitch yet, whether you're in on the beta?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored power nuts.
Because I don't think, like I said, I don't think we have anything else on the station that might net us any points. Still nothing. Oh no. Yeah, everything is off-world, unfortunately. Actually, it's most likely somewhere on Scylla. Go find him. Is Scylla another ship? Let's follow this.
12% more crunch.
Like I said, we just need a few more points. No, it just wants to put us back on our ship, so yeah, it is off the station, unfortunately. Okay.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
You're pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know. Were you stalking me? I don't appreciate being stalked.
What? No. Okay, yeah, maybe a little. I'm not trying to be all creepy-like. I just want to make a good case for myself. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Tell me why I should hire you.
You're serious. You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
This is going to be the first person we space, isn't it? Are you reading off your hand? I'm starting to regret I asked.
No, wait. Let me finish. I wrote this down and everything. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion. Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man.
This is
motto is it's a work in progress.
This is definitely going to be the guy we space first. I'm going to stop you right there. You made him keep talking. Should we do that? Go on then. For your benefit, Major. Just purely for entertainment value. Also, greetings. How are we today?
Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion,
but can he run a loader?
And/or outlaw gang,
just in case we get attacked by an alien queen.
Adventures together. What do you think? Am I in?
Dragging off bodies? Shootouts? The hell kind of ship do you think I'm running?
The fun kind? I mean, what else do you do when you got a ship of your own?
Fine.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that.
We've got a load of empty bunks. We might as well just fill them all. Also, do we find out now whether Parvati is actually dating the Groundbreaker's engineer yet? How quick is she at working on her? I felt better. I'll say that, Major. Admittedly, I can actually talk today, and my throat doesn't feel like I've swallowed a porcupine feet first. But I have got a head full of cold, unfortunately.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your
You've returned, have you, Sean? Is the ship about to blow up?
What? No. If it were, I'd be hollering loud enough to wake the dead. So, Junlei and I have been talking some.
They've been talking, have they?
I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it, because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good, but real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you'd say. How bad can it be?
She rhymed compression alternator with aches to meet her. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
I'm guessing it wasn't only your chest that was quivering. Sounds like she likes you. This crew needs you. You should focus on your work. I mean, are we immediately getting rid of our engineer? I'm all for true love. There you go.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it.
It's a case of we're all alone in space. We have to find our own entertainment.
Me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
You're about the warmest person I've ever met. To hell with them. Could just be nerves. Everybody's different. Don't worry about it. That sort of thing's plenty nice. It's not everything. Folks have said the same about me. I mean, have we actually created a backstory for ourselves yet? Other than we, like... I mean, we are pretty cold. We did come out of deep freeze. Also, I missed a bunch of stuff here, haven't I? Now get him in the ship and... you're dead. What else do you do when you've a ship of your own? Throw plebs out an airlock. Exactly. The kids have brought home a cold already 4 times since school started. Jeez. Surely by that point, though, you've built up a hardy resistance, Major. Resistance is futile, yes. They've said the same about me.
Sad to hear it, Captain. You seem plenty warm to me, in your way. But yeah, don't feel great, does it? When folks start implying you're a little different from an automechanical, you start to wonder. I guess I just needed to talk. I'm feeling a touch better. Thanks for hearing me out, Captain.
It's like that
Actually,
scene in
I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Already jealous. Everything's okay. Well, that went downhill fast. You're looking a little rough. I want to say this, but I feel like we've got to be the good captain, and we've got to, like, moral support for our crew.
They were close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
They were close, not anymore. It's pretty personal stuff to put in a message. Is she cheating on you? Wait, are you even dating? Huh, and? Okay, well, we have the perception there.
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain,
Like,
I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we
out here on the
maybe
frontier,
head to the
a week
Groundbreaker?
is plenty of
Get some
time.
drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Drinking solves every... I don't even have to read anything else.
Come on, Captain. This is no time to be fooling on me. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
And there's our level 9. That's all we needed. Okay, good. So I was saying, Major, it's like that scene out of Outbreak, isn't it? It's gone airborne. Anyway, I need Twitch to get me in on this trial so I can put shades on this guy. Oh, okay. Moral support right up until the point of murder. Good idea. If I wore kilts, I mean, I'm already a lady, so I feel like I am Parvetti's type. But clearly, I'm just not fully greased up like an engineer for her. Okay, so we got our level up. So we want to spend our points in intimidation, don't we? Well, if we only do 5 and change our hat, we could put the other 5 into something else, theoretically. I would hope so, anyway. No, because we've got the heavy armor on, it doesn't work anyway, so screw it, then we're going to have to put the other points into this. Fine. There you go, 40. We can lie and intimidate with the best of them. I would hope so anyway. Let's see if we can go murder the guy with the large phased cannon. You've got a little arsenal of preferred weapons now. Some of the gunplay is insanely satisfying. Yeah, hitting things with the axe is definitely my go-to. Right, let's see. Do we want to take anybody? Well, I mean, we could use him as a meat shield. We don't really care for him, so yeah, we'll take Felix out and we'll probably get rid of him. But Yeah, we'll take him as a meat shield. You have a rabbit golf confession. I mean, this is a safe space. You can share with us if you feel the need to.
Hey, be careful with those.
Found out with myxomatosis on the T, a very bad state. Made the decision to put it out of its misery with a forward. Oh no. First swing was high and took the ear off. Oh my god. Felt bad ever since. Okay, right. Nobody called Peter, but... Okay, let's see if we can get past these bastards now without getting fried. What did we reckon? Are we gonna die again?
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll part. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill.
Yeah, we've been through this already.
Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise. First, I'm gonna... Hey, Felix! Look, everyone, it's Felix!
Well, hey there, your lordship. Good to see you
Okay, so
again.
we didn't even need to pull those points in. We just need to bring him
Feels
along.
like old times. Now, what brings you down to my sprat-infested broom closet of a kingdom?
You know this guy?
Sure, everybody knows Captain McCred, terror of the back bays and purveyor of rare fungi.
Felix is a good kid. Bad habits, poor judgment, awful taste. But we like him down here.
Damn it! I would have spent all those points in Oh, god. Damn it. I'm here for some parts Jun Lee sent me. How did you end up back here?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile.
Sounds a lot like what happened to me.
Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the Groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank. Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
What are you doing to that poor engineer?
We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells, making this broken angel fly again. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Those parts are leaking deadly toxins. I'll just come back after you're all dead. I mean, we've got the points in lying now, I guess we do.
Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Is there anything else?
Lay it on me, boss. I'm good for it.
Okay.
Any friend of Felix is free to wander.
God damn it.
But
If
I
I'd
got
known
eyes
all
on
we
you.
needed to do was bring Felix
You can
along.
come and go in my little kingdom. Just try not to piss off any of the gestures.
You're all about those random dice rolls, aren't you now, Slops? But yeah, it feels like there should be an element of, even if you've got the pumps pumped into it, there should still be a chance of it failing.
The back bays are all the home we have, and the only home we need.
Right, can I just take this guy's stuff? Do you mind? Just in case, we'll throw a cautionary save in there. Nope, not bothered. Right, fine. Loot everything! Ouch, that hurt my throat. Don't shout so loud. Get out of the way. Yes, you came in useful, but it still doesn't mean I like you.
Oh, sweet home.
Right. Anything here? Steel axe. Well, if it's a dead robot, I presume we should just take everything. Cells. Okay. Just destroys the element of the secure option of playing the bribe versus risk of speech check. Yeah.
You get that automech patch? McCred wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name.
I mean, I know. Are you going like? You said you're liking the gunplay, but are you like favoring like assault weapons or pistol build? Are you fairly talky? How are you actually playing it?
Wake up. There's no such thing as pizza. It's all open-faced pasta.
You've been getting into the boss's special stash again, haven't you?
I mean, would this be stealing? I mean, there's nobody here to see. It's all mine now. Whee! You're doing a lot of diplomacy, but also a lot of killing. I mean, killing is just diplomacy in another form, isn't it?
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. That may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow.
Well, yeah, it's certainly better than being roasted alive by whatever that plasma cannon is he's got. It's not stealing unless you get caught. You're playing melee hacking science weapons. You're hooked on the plasma rifles. I mean, I feel like I am going to have to transition over to using more and more guns eventually, but I like my axe. There's some cool science weapons. Okay, so are they all like the plasma rifle phaser type things or what? Killing is just aggressive diplomacy. War is the last there's some famous quote, war is the last bastion of diplomacy or something like that. One is a mind control weapon. Okay, yeah, we're looking for that then. Well, that said, I think it's in one of the trailers. There's a gun that like shrinks people. There's something very Saints Row about it. But that's the only thing I've seen that is like vaguely sci-fi and weird. Came to grab some radio parts. Engineering could use your help installing them.
Junlei sent me down to collect the parts we need to fix the radiators. McRed got me all distracted sucking fumes and talking about the cosmos.
Sounds about right. McRed's something of a gourmand when it comes to mushrooms.
I can't tell if you brought friends or if I'm still seeing things, so maybe I ought to lay off the fumes and head back to work. I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
The plasma carbine is insane. So good. Only drawback is looting is harder because you have to find the... Oh, okay. You literally just turn them into a pile of ash. Yeah, I can see that being a problem. Diplomacy always carries a big stick, yeah. I mean...
Live free, die free. Nothing else matters.
Explosive barrel... Steel PT. Oh, it's a little trophy type thing. Okay. Well, whilst there's those guys there, we probably shouldn't steal everything.
When I look at you,
All I see is McRed gave me a taste of the good stuff.
Okay, so what's the parts we're supposed to be stealing?
careful with that shit.
Not stealing, taking. Didn't he say they were back here or something?
If you were one of the original colonists, this place would have been your home.
Is anybody watching? Now we have a plasma rifle. I probably had one of them in storage already or something, but we just... Fine, if we're stealing shit, we're definitely taking that. And the bullets. Nothing in the bin. Okay. Right. I presume we've already got the parts because it's saying... Oh no, it's going Captain Irian? No. Okay, so... We haven't got the right thing up, have we? That's it. We want this one. So where the hell are these parts? Up there somewhere. Okay. You've got a Christmas one-shop in the pipe. We'll be running it sometime in December. Well, let me know when. And let me know... Any preference on what I need to come up with as a character idea?
Today's my birthday. Oh yeah? Fuck your birthday.
Okay, that's all we need. Right.
Bet we could do some good with these.
Okay, well, we get this back to engineering. I mean, we could always ask Chun-Li how she feels about Parvati. Right,
I wanted to be an engineer.
I got your parts.
And in one piece. Color me impressed.
Did you know you can have more than one follower? I figured you could have two. I think I'd seen it in like some footage in that, but I mean, we don't even want one. We just brought him along conveniently as a meat shield. I didn't realize it was actually going to help with that encounter. But I kind of want to do this solo. Because he was a new recruit, I figured, fine, we'll bring him along for this one. But got parts for the radiator. What now?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Again, this is reason why we got him along. We don't want to risk anybody else, but he's definitely disposable. Define slight. You like how honest you are about your meat shields? Yep. Not having comparisons, making choosing perks easy. A lot of perks are only beneficial with companions. Going 100% solo, then I'll do companions for my repeat playthrough. Okay.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
So they've been slowly incubating. Great. I got you the parts. Why do I have to go down the maintenance shaft?
If every repair was a one-woman job, I wouldn't need an engineering team. As it is, my staff is busy keeping the station from melting down. You can flip a switch for me, but you can't install these parts. Not quickly, at least. Not on the first try. Able, though, you've proven to be.
Fine. Okay. Are you ready to die? Are you ready to die? Just slowly intimidating him. Right, okay. Also, we should put actual armor back on, shouldn't we? Instead of this tin hat. Okay.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
I presume this is where we're supposed to go down. She did say at the back of engineering, so yeah, this is going to take us down one level.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the man killer, but I'd be like,
Okay, he has a really big gun. I will give him that, right. Apparently there was a pile of ash there, but I can't pick it up. So I'm presuming there was nothing in there to actually collect. Ouch. What? Oh, is it because we're too close to the radiator? I guess so. Okay, right.
Strong help with the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next.
Okay, so we got robots to murder.
Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Right, can we get through this one? We can indeed. Time to go smack some robots.
It's the beginning.
That was fun.
Also, I do realise I was swinging very close to an explosive barrel. That could have gone badly wrong. A plasma gland. I wonder if we can craft some plasma grenades with that. Okay, so that's a recharge station for a robot. Oh, fine. Why bother shooting when I can just hit things in the face? Floor tutorial. During your adventures, things may happen to your character that can trigger a floor offer. Taking a floor is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. The choice is yours. Okay. Auto mechanicals now give you the willies. And when you're attacking your party... when they're attacking your party, you're not as effective as you should be. Less dex, less perception, less temperament, but we get a perk point. I mean, are we bothered about losing dex? Perception... I don't know how that's going to affect us. We're not really going gunplay. Perception and dex feel like a gunplay thing. Temperament, I feel is we're going to lose health, maybe? I'm going to take that. Let's go with the sprint, maybe? Yeah, we'll go with the sprint speed. And then we can move on to the tier 2s. Okay. Okay. I wonder if I can shoot through grates.
Here we go!
Aiming, adjusting, aim. Target fixation mark.
Something else! We do that again?
Right. Murder everything. He's becoming useless now. I'm just... He was helpful against the bugs, but, you know, in here, I just run up at things and smack them in the face. Lithium fluid pressure at 23%, solid state radiators at 102% capacity, heatsink 98, sorry. What's in the logs? Cobbled together. The staff is getting restless. Workaround and half-cocked solutions are all we've got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I am not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. I'll take that bet. Found some of Chief Yang's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she spent half her career patching it up. Lots of corners cut when they put this together. Among her papers, I also found the layout of a hangar that didn't match any of my docks. Something that might have been forgotten, sealed off along the way. So the one we went and found behind the stevedore's bunk, I guess. Blood cells isolating an infection. I hate to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open a panel and find some work around the guts of this old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma. I guess we're cycling. We get some points. Non-expendable personnel must exit the maintenance shaft before activating the cycling protocol. Cycling successful.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Right. Have we looted everything first? I guess so. It was just a quick loop. Well, these are no longer glowing red hot, so I presume we did our job. Arrival confirmation. To HHB, Earth Headquarters, transmitted via probe. Archived at source. It's my honor to repeat that Groundbreaker has successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers, and supplies at their intended colony worlds. May they prosper and expand. Now that stages 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post. Repair, stop, and cargo bay. Okay, so that's a nice little bit of lore tidbit. They were responsible for bringing all the settlers out this way, and their payment was getting the ship. Okay. I'd be remiss if I closed this transition without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we've left behind. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. It wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Space's Choice logo stamped on my ass. It wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of Halcyon's corporate entities. Period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in writing before I ever set foot on this ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will answer to a Tennyson. We are a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. Okay. I guess we're leaving. Jeez, you don't have to just creep up on people, do ya? Okay, well, it's not got the whole heat haze thing going on now, so I'm guessing everything is patched back up.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Okay, cool. Well, we will leave it there. Or we could allow her to spend some quality time with Parvati. No, we'll call it there for the moment. Because I need to take a quick break, nip to loo, and I might as well go, top up liquid. So, yes, we will be back in... I know it's a slightly earlier break than usual, but this seems like a good point to take a break. So, yeah, quick 5 minutes, and we'll come back and carry on. And then we're not going to switch straight over to Lost Ember just yet. We are going to carry on with this, but I need, 5 minutes. So, yeah, we will be right back. No coffee today. Coffee's drying me out, so I'm sticking with... lots of lemon juice and lemon and orange and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, but you go get yourself some coffee. Unless we still progressing through the whiskey and ginger fluffy. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I'm back. So the coffee's a good way of balancing out the whiskey and ginger, is it? Okay, right. It does look like I'm about to place an axe in her back, doesn't it? There's nothing at all intimidating about that. Also, you can fuck off now.
Somehow, I always find my way back to the Groundbreaker. Whatever you say, boss. I'll see you back there.
Disappears just like that. Right. Edna mode.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
Why would we run out of time? You headed somewhere?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5...
Not that kind of countdown.
No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon.
Why are you about to lose comm capabilities?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station. We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Oh, I wonder who will have to go and fix it. Sounds like it's time to get the auxiliary station back online. How are you cut off from losing one station? Can't the board handle this message?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
I can check out the relay. No need for an official sign-off in that case. What's in it for me if I investigate your relay problems? Seems irresponsible not to have fixed your backup relay before now.
We don't know why it went down or if it's even a hardware-related issue. Getting a team
It's
out
gonna
there
be
takes
pirates,
time
isn't
and
it?
money, neither of which we have readily on hand. And we do have multiple auxiliaries, just they won't be in orbital range during the next few months. Our backup station will be. If it weren't for the occlusion event coming our way, we'd be doing fine as always. You save my comm center from chaos. I guarantee I'll get the chief to authorize some payment forms with your name on them while you're out fixing the station. I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time. Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
What do you mean? You just let the messages from Earth sit in memory of an orbital relay? There's delicate corporate information there. We could sell it to the highest bidder.
The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through. It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
Okay, so we were supposed to speak to her, and then there was also, we can go to the doc for the high-price meds now, can't we? But that's not really on our to-do list. Yeah, we need 1,000 bits, which we're not at... No, sorry. Yeah, 10,000 bits, which we're not far from. Offered you a job, investigate distress signal on Terra 2. So yeah, that's what we kind of need to do for her. Which is that one. There's nav coordinates embedded in it. Play it on your ship. So Ada... Right. Sign up voices. I feel like we do the backup communications one. We'll make this our next mission. So I think we're definitely into, like, okay, we can go anywhere and do anything we want now, can't we? Also, we did have to talk
Hey there.
Tell me about
He's
Udom.
friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
He's Burke.
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real
Given half a chance, he's going to lock us in medbay with some facehuggers.
Traders and wildcat miners.
Hey,
Seems
Law.
like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
Be seeing you. Oh no, it's not prisoner. How are you doing today anyway, Law? I'm feeling, I suppose, marginally better. I can talk. That's a good thing. But, you know, head full of cold. So, feeling pretty woolly-headed. But what else is new, really? What about you? How are you doing in yourself? Have we been dragged out on any more therapeutic walks?
Back for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring work. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Picked up this distress call. Can you play it back to me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Are any of those names mean anything to us?
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Well, we're heading to Terra 2 soon. Well, we've done Edgewater. Roseway's where we're going probably going next.
Any crew traveling to Roseway will find themselves unofficially in officially uncharted space. Roseway has been removed from all Halcyon charts, and anything I could tell you, I can't tell you, because it's illegal.
Good to know. What else is new? The term woolly-headed? Oh, you've never heard of that as a phrase before? Noob. You're doing a bit better. No therapeutic drags yet. Spend the morning relaxing, then watch some BSG, and then now playing Destiny 2. There we go. Okay. Let's just say goodbye. Okay, so we need to go to wherever the it'd be the relay, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's what we need to head to. Yeah, okay. I guess we're going here. I mean, could you not get us any closer?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
No, I guess not. You not got anything new to say about them.
I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Also, don't we have like a robot on board that we're supposed to be fixing up at some point? I can't remember what we had to do to patch up the robot. There was like a sub-quest to... There's no response from the automechanical unit. A series number... Sam... Ah? No, okay. There was like something in our crew quarters that said about we needed to have to search Tom Sam. That's it. A few modifications. Modified replacement part. Acid steeper has been delayed. Oh, we had to go find it. Was that it? Gal who knows the broker who overcharged me. Facility on Roseway. Okay, so yeah, Roseway is going to be the next place we go to. You've only managed to watch 2 episodes of Battlestar, but hopefully you'll be able to watch some more at a later point. It's certainly worth the time investment, I will say that much. It is a brilliant series. Okay, right. So I guess we find out who's got taken which rooms then now. So this was the... Oh, Parvati's father. Okay, so this is Parvati's room. I guess the engineering parts would have been the clue, really. What do we reckon? Felix's room? That's the vicar. Hey, Alison! Okay, so don't know. Oh, and Ellie? I guess we haven't really spoken to you much.
This business smells. Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever got him will be waiting for us.
Do you know anything about who sent the call?
What's there to know, Captain? Shady corporate town caught up in shady corporate shit. Tough luck for them, but maybe an opportunity for us.
Why wouldn't they just call for corporate reinforcements? Someone needs help, Ellie, and we're going to give it to them. Could be a trap. It's definitely a trap.
With a lot of these companies, the thrashing you take from your boss is worse than whatever a bunch of marauders will do to you. Doesn't exactly encourage calling for aid when there's a fuck-up. I'm counting on it.
Anyway, gun-ho medic, that's what we want.
There. See if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for us.
Okay, right.
Like what I did with the place?
Do I need a trap sound effect now? Also, that was just the toilet, wasn't it, I think? Yeah, that's the head. Right. I've still not seen it. I mean, there's no official way for me to see it, plus I haven't put in the time or an effort to actually find a other means of seeing it. But yeah, I mean, if I was to wait for like official release, be waiting until March. Well, I guess we.
Do return in one.
No, we're going alone. Or should we take... Maybe we should take an engineer with us. Screw it, we're going alone. Okay. Killer robots. Good to know. Is that steam going to burn us? Right. Combat drones. Fair enough. Can I close you? Right. We know we got electrical tripwires and... It would take a bit to break into there. Town and country get up. Bypasses. I'm just going to take everything. I'm presuming we're all right for carry weight at the moment. 89 and 120, yeah. The instructions printed in this manual have been covered by mostly illegible scrawl. Entire paragraphs are crossed out with frantic lines of dark ink. In some places, the pages are torn through from the force of whoever wielded the pen. One section describing the correct procedures for setting automechanicals on a proper charging schedule is mostly untouched. Random letters within the text are circled, as though the owner was trying to discover some hidden message within. Last night I dreamed. It was beautiful. The streets of Byzantium were decorated with crimson streamers that laughed in the breeze. They asked me to take them, to give them to my special ones. I gathered the crimson in my arms and felt so alive, so happy. I turned and Delilah was beside me. I did not question why my supervisor was there, her eyes so full of emotions. I know she feels... but dares not show it at work. Okay, so somebody's gone crazy on the job. I wrapped her neck in crimson, tying it tight as a scarf on the cold day. Now, by crimson, are we thinking the streets are flowing with blood? So beautiful. Then the crimson on her neck opened as a second mouth and began screaming. When I awoke, I was scared. The dreams are so real now. And this time I recognized a face. I had to leave work early today. Every time I looked at Delilah, I heard a whisper in my mind about how beautiful she would look with a touch of crimson on her neck. Her neck. This must stop. This is not who I am. This is not who I will become. I must find help. You think insane's an understatement? I'm certainly getting that impression. Okay, barred from the other side. Okay, so there's only one way through. No other things to pick up? No. Okay, right. We need some sort of key to hack our way through there. Right, well...
Processing data.
Is it going to come for us and go through the electrical tripwire? Does it look like it's coming down the corridor? I want hit to trigger the, Yep, that worked. It's an easy hack. Maybe it'll get us around there. I don't know whether I can jump over that. I'm going to get electrocuted. It's an easy, cheap hack, it looks like. Tactical shotgun. Okay, the splash on that was actually quite far. I wasn't expecting that.
See this? This is my boomstick!
Right. Take a pickaxe. I've had to start a new journal. I cannot read my previous entries without the whispers tempting me. The whispers do not stop. Every person I see, the whispers tell me to help, 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 help them. They show me the pain and the longing hiding in their eyes. They tell me how these people want, no need, the gifts I can give. All I would take is a few moments with a blade, a bright, bright, bright fountain of crimson to delight the eyes, and all of their pain would be gone. I could do it. I know how to help them. It gets harder and harder to stop myself. I saw a friend today, an old friend from school who's now a doctor for Auntie Cleo. I told him about my dreams, nothing outright. Oh no, I'm not so foolish as that. I told him it was an old book I'd found and described my dreams and whispers as happening to a character in the book. I asked him how he'd help this character. He looked at me and he knew. He knew. The whispers told me to end his pain, that he'd tell. I got up and left quickly. I did not hurt him. No, not. I have to leave Byzantium. He will tell. They'll come for me and lock me away. I must find a secret place, a place I can be alone with no whispers. Okay, so the guy is still alive. He's just locked himself on this relay station. So we've got, like, some mad bastard wanting to murder people on the station somewhere. Right. Take all the things. So that's probably the bot we woke up, maybe? Oh no, we don't want... Is it worth hacking that? No. Save the hacking tools for opening doors. I know I said I like hitting things with an axe, but if we're going to do this Die Hard style, crawling around in vents, I feel like we need the machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Come on, stand in front of the explosive barrel for me, please. There you go. Is that going to wake him up? Clearly not. Charge! Meep. 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 My ears are ringing. Okay. Also, everything's all stroby. Once again, are we okay weight-wise? Okay, we're getting there. 97 of 120. The Whispers have a source and I found it. I found it. I've taken refuge on an orbital relay station. It's smaller than a worker's hovel, barely a few thousand square meters, but sufficient for my needs. I was able to flee Byzantium with enough bits to purchase supplies to last for decades. It was strange being among common people on Groundbreaker. The Whispers barely stirred at the sight of their ill-fed, scarred, unwashed bodies. If only there were fewer freighters docking there, bringing all real people from Byzantium. I could almost have made a home free of temptation. Free. Okay, so he'll only murder, like, rich people? So we're fine then. We're not exactly rich. As I made this place livable, or as much as I can be, I started hearing the whispers from the relay terminal. They told me to listen to the voices travelling through the ether and reach at me, calling out to me to help them. Alone, lonely, needing my help, I found a way to power down the transmitter. No more voices in the ether, no more whispers. They fell silent. This was not me. It's not. I am not this foul thing that I have feared for so long. It was the voices in the ether trying to make me hurt others. But I was a stranger then. I have defeated them. I've already begun making plans to return to my home. Now that the Whispers are defeated, I can resume my life again. I can't wait to return. I miss my family and co-workers so much, especially Delilah. Like I said, save the hacking tools for, you know, doors. It's just a janitor bot. Do we attack the janitor? I mean, he's got a feather duster. That would be mean, wouldn't it? Okay. You gonna poke your head through? Clearly not. Come on. Oh, wow, okay.
Required for adjacent automatic.
Wow, this guy is refusing to go down, isn't he? Oh, and finally. Thank you. Death by duster. I mean, there's worse ways to go. There's probably a shiv in his... It's possible. Anything is possible in this game, isn't it? Was it because he was a Mark II sentry? He was actually a bit tougher? Also, how's our axe looking? 58%. Okay, that needs patching up. $89, $62. Sure, that can get patched up as well. And our armor? 53%. Yeah, that definitely needs repairing. 95. Okay. Clearly the robots haven't been going for headshots. Our helmet is fine. Okay, so this is the front door we came in, so let's open that. Oh, this is the mad bastard, is it? Free. Relay control terminal. The silencer? What's the silencer? We have to find out. It looks like a heavy weapon. Level 10. Oh, we're so close. Oh, it's only one-handed, though. But it 214? We're doing 81 at the moment with a two-handed weapon. Adds bleed. Okay. Okay. Right, well, we want to find out what the silencer does. I was so wrong. The whispers did not stop. Not. They have returned. They howl at me, demanding I return home and bathe the streets in crimson. Bright crimson, beautiful crimson. I can think of only one way to end this. End. Forgive me, Delilah. Oh, and what's the pistol? Automatic pistol. I guess we're going to end up... can I, like, jump up? Parkour! Break my ankles. Okay, well, I guess... we just go through this way. Did look like there was ladders there, though, didn't it? Why was I seeing things? Let's try this again. It did look like I could get up there. Damn it. Come on. We did this before. We did it once before. We should be able to do it again. Come on. Seriously. No, it did look like there was ladders down that wall there, but they would be behind that thing. Okay, so was that it? Have we done what's needed to be done? We just need to do this terminal then. Activate the relay. Initiating transmitter activation sequence, routing power, pathways synced. Everything's back online, I guess, then. Copy complete. All stored messages have been successfully transferred to a physical storage device. I'm going to try one more time. Wow, can't even stand on it. Okay, well... ah, maybe that's where the ladder came from, or went to. Come on. We should be able to. Shouldn't we? If we got that far before... because there's a glowing box there. We definitely should be able to get into. It's almost as if the game doesn't want us to. I shall not be defeated by physics! I guess I will be. Because we can't break through that door. Because apparently it doesn't allow us to hack it. There's nothing else. There was just some lockers we could hack our way through, wasn't there? But yeah, okay. Well, whatever was up there must have been nice, but we're not going to get it, are we? Back to the old unreliable.
Warning, intruders will be... Oh, it's you.
Well, I guess we take the thing back to... what was it, Edna? On the Groundbreaker?
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
There's something weighing on my mind.
Okay, then, Vicar.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
You asked me to talk to you. I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. Tell me again about the book we picked up that was in French.
Baconu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What are your thoughts on the Philosophists?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost
Heretics!
everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic? That's somewhat concerning.
Oh, I eventually learned how to channel it into my quest for knowledge. But my childhood, that is a different tale. I grew up in a pit of a town much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Wait while I sharpen my pitchfork. Why were you so passionate about it? Were they not religious? Let's talk about something else, please. You're disturbing me.
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith. A faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Weren't they proud when you became a vicar, at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
I mean, the only reason to become a cleric is for that sweet, sweet divine power, isn't it? What's this plan you keep talking about?
The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the
Grand
universe.
unification theory?
Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it
It's
create
the
equation
Force.
on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
You're after the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Is that it? Can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right? That's a convenient way to control the masses. Besides the Grand Architect and the plan, what else do you believe? It is a very convenient way to control the masses.
It can be, if abused. But that can be said about anything. However, in the case of the Board and Halcyon, sadly, I believe you are correct.
Seems quite trusting of you to just sign up on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
This seems a bit extreme. What if the book doesn't have the answers you're looking for?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you?
42. It's 42. I was a colonist on the Hope. Scientist named Wells saved me. I'm a thrill seeker and a lover of great renown. That's us. I'm a lover and a fighter.
Yes, very funny. Just like the masked marketeer, right?
I'm not familiar.
Everyone knows that Aetherwave cereal. Where have you been?
In a deep freeze. I don't want to talk about it.
You were the one who started this conversation.
Don't you mean 69? No. Any ideas where I can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Sounds like a good lead, but how do we find him? Sounds like a bit of a long shot. What makes you so sure? Seriously, the only guy in this whole colony that can translate French? Yeah, this seems a bit of a stretch.
The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it.
Hey, I'm the captain here. Only I get to be the smartass. Your sarcasm is duly noted, and we reflected it on your review. No, we're the captain here.
1,000 pardons, my good captain. I thought we were engaging in witty repartee. Now, as far as tracking down this scholar, we should start on the Groundbreaker.
That's a lot. That's basically, you could spend an entire stream highlighting everything you said, couldn't you, Silver?
All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
You just want me to hack into the database for the only free port in the entire system? How will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend? How is that a simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
So is this the equivalent of, like, somebody losing their medical license and only being able to be a doctor in prison? He was lost his right to, do sermons, so had to spend some time in the joint. You are literally just going to spend everything now. That was about 1.4-ish. Oh, okay. Sounds good, let's go.
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifest to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Let me have a think about it. You stay here. No, you stay here. So, I wonder where we pick up the last two hitchhikers then. Because obviously we've got the first two on the first world, the second two here on this station.
Hey, that pad down there.
No.
With the lights off?
I thought it was somebody trying to get my attention. I mean, there's not much else I can do with them bar putting sunglasses on all the emotes. Yeah, I feel like Twitch need to do something that will allow you to do something on screen, like a GIF or something. Because there's only so much you can do with stuff in chat, isn't there? Unless they allow me to have, like, animated emotes.
Have you seen this man? For
you know, have like the vanilla version of like the subscriber remotes, but also have like animated versions as well, and you could spend the points on using animated ones.
My comm center
I know.
already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly.
Here's your data.
That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
That's a lot of XP. And not quite enough bits to... Then again, it could be. Let me have a look. No, not quite enough. We needed, what was it, 10,000 to buy the information we needed? But we have leveled up, and isn't there like level 10 armor in that? We could buy? Okay, what are we spending the points in? Oh, we can use the silencer now, can't we? That was a level 10 weapon. And it's single-handed, so I say we spend 4 points in this. And... six would get our engineering up to 30. Three improve heavy weapons, and then 3 in... We'll get sneak up to 40. Well, it wouldn't be 40 because we're wearing heavy armor. Let's do heavy weapons, maybe. No, screw it. Let's just do 6 into this. That will get medical and engineering up to 30. And perks, what are we going to spend this in? We could use Slops' one of just like regaining health from everything we kill. Movement penalties to accuracy. We haven't used the bullet time thing. Science weapon damage. We do have some phaser weapon type stuff, don't we? Bonus for extra headshot weak spot damage. Interactable highlight range. That could just be useful. Incredibly useful just wandering around. Plus 10 to dialogue skills? Okay. Carrying capacity. Well, I mean, if we're tanking this, if we're running up and hitting things, I guess take the health restore, and then I'm going to do dialogue skills as our next one. Beef bouillon and a bottle of Macon Rouge. I mean, is this a candlelit dinner you're inviting us to, Fluffy? Or is this just like food and booze that's going out of date and you're trying to get rid of it? Are you offloading like a bargain special Aldi best on us? Okay, well, I want to see what, if we can indeed equip that. Does a shit ton of damage. Okay, we were using this and this was a level 10 anyway. Were we using this at disadvantage? Apparently so. But regardless, this is level... Yeah, there's just a shit ton of damage, isn't it? What could possibly go wrong? Tactical shotgun. Plasma rifle. Okay, slightly better than that. We will keep a pistol on us. It's doing a stagger. Are we, like, scrapping all of these? Q is to break down. That's our heavy weapon. Okay, now we've got a one-handed. This can get broken down. That can get done as well. That can get done. We are going to keep our axe. We like our axe. Sawn-off shotgun is probably not as good as that one, is it? 173 versus 238, yeah. That's our backup assault rifle, just in case we completely demolish this. Plasma rifle we have 3 of, so we can certainly get rid of a few. Probably don't need all these revolvers. Sure, well, light pistol can go as well. Right. Well, that's cleared some space. Armor. Ooh, fancy goggles. Engineering and perception. Leadership skills. Tech skills. Well... It's purely the aesthetic, isn't it? Right, well, get rid of that. I presume I can break it down? Does it give us armor parts? I don't know. It does, actually. Okay. Okay, oh, I feel like, almost like all the different bits of clothing in Disco Elysium. We're going to have certain bits of clothing we have just for skill challenges. So if we're going to have an engineering challenge or something, we'll put the goggles on. Okay. We've got a funky mace to hit the people with then now. What's next? Roseway seems like it's going to be the next place to go. Ludwig Miller, the guard on the landing platform, has convinced us automatic. Oh, we couldn't get the logic module because we needed the guy's passkey in order to get through a certain door or something. And we used it to deactivate the robots even though they were all dead because I didn't realise this was a thing. Weapons in the void. Distress signal. Yeah, it's definitely Roseway, isn't it? There's two missions on Roseway. Oh, this... somewhere on Scylla, yeah. So this isn't on the station. I guess we're going to Roseway then. Which one's more important? The stuff for Gladys is our main mission, so yeah. Let's go with that.
Rizzo's lemon.
Oh, I'm seeing... I wonder if we could get up there somehow. It's a broken door, but I just wonder if there's a way up there. Because I don't think there's a way of parkouring it. We can get up to that point, but we're not going to get any higher, are we? And we would certainly break our neck trying to get back down. Have we tried talking to people in the security office? I mean, going into the security office, is this going to get us in trouble? Oh, it's another one of these restricted area things. Do we need... We can, like... no. I don't want to risk it. It's not that important.
You see we had a conveyor pull in?
Okay. Off to Roseway, then. And I say we maybe go up to like 5 o'clock-ish, and then we switch over to the second game.
Last weekend's crossword puzzle? Preferably not already.
Roseway's on Terra 2, okay. Roseway landing pad, yes.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Anybody wanting a conversation with us? Nope, nobody's hanging out by the door. Going solo. I guess we're all good. Okay. It's all very quiet here. Lots of vending machines. Right. What's behind the landing platform? So I guess we could look at the map. No, it looks like we're in some sort of box canyon of some sort. Oh, but there are treasure chests or loot boxes. What was that thing we just picked up? Was it junk? Yeah, it's junk. Okay. So close to defeating a boss, then you die. Oh no. Is this the drawback of playing solo? Is it one of those bosses you could do with help? Or are you actually in with, like, random group? Because I know that happens in Destiny. You could just start wandering around and, you know, there's other people doing the same shit. And you just get involved with them. I didn't know robots drank booze and smoked cigarettes. Nothing around here. No, well, we have to thoroughly explore just in case there's any hidden goodies, don't we? Oh, more hacking devices. Well, not hacking devices, lock-picking devices. Right. What do we reckon? Some of those big-ass primals? are going to be somewhere around here. Elite Trooper, level 11. Never follow the road. Makes us a target. Rapiton Mauler. Right, are we going to see how well our new slugger does? Though I could get its attention, I guess. Oh, they spit acid. Yep, that's definitely acid. It burns! How long do we suffer from acid damage? Oh no, you're not quite dead yet. It stopped moving, but it still had a fraction of a health bar. Right. Were we taking damage, or was our armor taking damage there, do we reckon? Not particularly. Also, yeah, did we get any stuff off the you? Just some meat. Well, it was snacking on this body. Go for the smokes. Nothing, nothing. Okay. Oh. Dad, I'm writing this on the odds that you found your way back here. I'm sorry I wasn't here to see... Sorry. Here to see you. They're moving us out of town, all of us. I don't know where we're going. Hoping that whatever it is, they've got a lab as nice as Roseway's. We were doing some good work. Real science for once. I don't know why they're moving us. I don't know when we'll see each other again. And Dad, do me a favor and burn this journal. I'm not allowed to even mention the name Roseway as a corporate concern. As corporate's concerned, this town never existed. I don't want to get into trouble. Oh, you managed to kill the boss in the end. All it required was some persistence and heavy ordnance, probably. Oh, it's a forklift or something.
Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10 and 10,000 bits.
Do we need to put the robot out of its misery? Persistence and a sword. There we go. Right. How much to hack into this? Evicted.
Organic materials detected on roadway. Please ensure mechanisms are...
That said, is it because of the armor we're wearing? No, it's because we're at 30 of... Yeah, we need 5 more points to to even be able to potentially get in. Another locked out building. Baubles and necklaces. I'm expecting there to be like booby traps. When we sneaked around the last village, there was a bunch of mines on the floor, wasn't there? No, I'm not hearing any other critters. No loot here? No loot. Lots of dead bodies. Never a good sign, is it? Pick up all the bits. Not a lot of these rooms we can get into, apparently. Well, rooms, houses, domiciles.
Delays in loading due to commerce obstruction will be deducted from all staff pay.
Okay, we could hack our way into there.
You have been fined an additional 200 bits for commerce obstruction.
Screw it. I'm two hacking devices to get in. Lots of booze. I feel like we should be selling booze. Messages. Welcome, B. Martin from administration. Effective immediately, all operations in the Roseway Laboratory and outposts have been terminated. Auntie Cleo values your commitment to serving our company and will arrange for your transportation and relocation to one of the 3 available Auntie Cleo work facilities within the following restrictions. Relocation fees will be deducted from your pay. If your pay is insufficient to cover necessary relocation, you may apply for relocation fee loan. Approval of loans requires an audit of your work history and permanent record. If you'd like to apply for an audit, please submit a request form. Please include audit fee. If you cannot pay for the audit, audit fee loan. Approval for loans requires an audit of your work history. Thank you for cooperating with Auntie Cleo's relocation and site erasure protocol. Please remember that, effective immediately, all registered Auntie Cleo workers are strictly forbidden from confirming or denying the existence of Roseway Laboratory and Outpost. Personnel files. All personal files have been purged from the terminal memory. Please be informed that all data and information stored in Roseway Laboratory and Outpost terminals are the property of Auntie Cleo. Any attempt to restore lost data constitutes theft. So I wonder whether we can reconstitute data in any way. Pick up security blade.
Organic materials detected on
Two-handed, stabby, and electrical damage.
Please ensure mechanisms are free of soul.
Okay. A colossus. Maybe we don't want to fuck with something called a colossus. Though there are more buildings here. I guess we just go into the main building then. Right, well, I guess we're going to Auntie Cleo's then, aren't we? Well, this town has seen better days, I would say. Who are you?
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps.
What happened here?
Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts.
Can you tell me who's in charge?
Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center. What do you think? I'm the landing pad guard. I was standing out on the fucking tarmac. Hell of a job until all this.
Are you
Anything
considering
else you'd like
a
to know?
changing career?
Distress call? From here? Shit. They told me that weren't allowed.
What? Why not?
Got
This place
me.
doesn't exist.
I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such. Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Okay, I've got a feeling we might wind up recruiting him. A face you could smack for weeks. Yeah, I mean, he looks hardy, doesn't he? I'm hearing a lot of rats. Right. I'm sure it's completely safe around here. These large generators just sparking freely. Okay. Nobody's looking. It's not stealing if nobody's looking, isn't it? Did we think we got it? Definitely need something with more reach, but this much damage, I feel. Four. No, cost us 4 to get into it. I think 2 or less is a good base for deciding whether we're going to hack a box or leave it for getting into doorways. I'm hearing chickens. We could talk to the chicken? Okay, apparently we can talk to the chicken. I'm not going to kill the chickens. I've played video games before. I know if you start attacking the chickens, you're going to get fucked up.
We are experiencing a security event, sir and/or madam. Please vacate the premises immediately and return to your domicile or designated workplace.
Don't worry about it. I'm here to help you. Relax. I just have a few questions. I have a better idea. I'll stay right here, and you'll answer my questions. Think you can do that?
Maybe. I don't know. All right. I'm new to this job.
This place looks a mess. What happened?
I have strict orders not to talk about anything that happens in a classified area. Please remember that Anti-Cleo Pharmaceuticals is not responsible for any loss of life or grievous physical injury sustained while on company premises.
You said this place was classified?
Roseway Lab is a highly classified facility. I am not allowed to confirm or deny its alleged existence.
We're standing right here.
I am not allowed to disclose the details of my contract. If you are unhappy with the quality of my work, please submit a complaint to Anti-Cleo's Department of Employee Conduct.
You need to talk to my supervisor. They're breeding mutant chickens, that's it, isn't it? That's what they're doing here. Let's try the communication center, shall we? Mr. Crane?
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you?
No, did you send a distress call?
Yes. Anton Crane, lead scientist here. I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, truth be told.
Sorry about that. Under control, not from where I'm standing.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here. Suffice it to say that its importance to me, to the colony, is immeasurable.
Why cancel the distress call? Work you're doing? Working by yourself, are you? To you or the colony, which is it?
Those need not be mutually exclusive. My work would benefit everyone, and not just within our colony.
If you say so, would you like to tell me what's happening here? Not sure I agree with you. I think I'll just be on my way then.
Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs, and loosed our research subjects, the Raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well,
they are breeding killer chickens, aren't they? Persuasion. If you tell me what you're researching, I'd have a better idea what's at stake. Remove the cretins, retrieve the research, check. You want I should handle the Raptidon problem?
You have a point there. It most decidedly cannot make this situation any worse. All right. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel.
Wait. This is all about toothpaste?
One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue?
Only if you'd like me to punch you in the throat. Can we just cut to the chase here? I kind of want to find out what the toothpaste thing is, but I feel that's the kind of response I would give. Fine.
While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever.
You can couch it however you like. It's still just toothpaste. Diet toothpaste.
Not just any diet toothpaste. The ultimate diet toothpaste.
It's not worth your life. I don't care if it's the ultimate rocket fuel.
Oh, I'm certain it could be made into that as well, with only a few changes to its molecular composition. But you're missing the point. Let's focus for a moment, shall we? Even if you disregard the obvious value of Auntie Cleo's Appazap diet toothpaste in and of itself, we're talking about my career here as well.
Appazap?
Nice, is it not? Came up with that myself. It's a shame our marketing department is almost as befuddled as my co-workers here.
Well, good luck. Hey, I'm not sure even how I say that. One way assuming? I'm at a loss, but greetings anyway. How are we? Hopefully you're feeling better than I am. You want to buy Watch Dogs 2 and Far Cry 5 today because of the Black Friday sale? I mean, but the thing is, the Black Friday sale, like everything now, seems to be getting longer and longer. It's like two weeks, or well, I guess depending on the store you're looking at, it's at least a week long. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because I think both of them are like a 15 certificate. I don't know. I can't remember. Credins, retrieve research, fine.
Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original... by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab.
I don't know. Far Cry 5 didn't have particularly good reviews, but Watch Dogs 2 was kind of, if not highly rated, it was enjoyed by many. Certainly better than the first Watch Dogs. They said it was a big improvement.
My protege. I sent him to retrieve some metabolic precursors, and I forgot him.
That's how you treat your staff, is it? Sounds like it was chaos. You should give yourself a break. You left him to die. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Don't you think it weighs on me? He was my responsibility. All of them are, regardless of their thinking on the matter. If he has died, too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name. And far too much paperwork.
Yep, that's all he's thinking about. It's the paperwork. And all you care about is how it affects you. I'll find him. Don't like you much, but I'll look into this further and decide what to do.
I'll thank you not to mistake my ambition for callousness.
What should I mistake it for? Compassion? You must see how one could do exactly that, can't you?
If my colleagues refuse to take their lives seriously, why should I? All they do is complain. They refuse to see the opportunity afforded us here.
I mean, this guy is basically the bad guy scientist in most, like, creature feature horror movies. You know, the guy that's, like, breeding mutant sharks. Going, I'm doing this for the betterment of society. He's definitely the guy that dies in the second act, isn't he? I just want to hear you admit that you're a heartless bastard. You can see why people might think that you're callous, can't you? No, we want to see that you're a heartless bastard.
Believe what you will, but I'm not the manipulative, ego-driven person you think me to be. I'm not.
You wanted to buy Metro Exodus, but then I watched the trailer on Epic Games site and they showed why it is 18. Yeah, I mean, I think not so much I guess some of the violence, but I think it's got an 18 because of the horror and the fact that it is a very, very kind of bleak game. It's not it's certainly not a fun, bouncy one, is it? You'll be honest, you saw worse at a younger age. Yeah, I mean, I think... I can't think of what would specifically make it an 18. It's probably just the... I guess it would be the violence. But... It's basically parental units getting involved and saying, nope, nope. Also, thank you for the follow there. Is there a way I can shorten that? Is it just... Am I just saying main? That feels like the best way to shorten it. Because one Yasu main? Is that how I'm doing it? You would do Outer Worlds, but it's way too expensive. Okay, but I would say this is definitely worth the outlay from what I've played so far. Obviously, we're not too deep into it, but if you're a fan of like Fallout, any of the first-person Fallout games, but the more recent ones, this does it so much better. You just keep telling yourself that.
And my colleague, Jameson, will you find him for me?
I'll think it over. Okay, right. So we've got to go rescue Jameson. I mean, after all of this, we could probably do with some Jamesons, but it's probably illegal on this world, isn't it? Or they would charge us additional for it. Neither do I. I mean, thankfully, I did receive review code, so I didn't have to make the outlay, but having played it now, this is probably one of those I would actually pay for. Oh, we found the bar! The bar is always active.
I don't think you're supposed to be wandering around. Security's gonna tell you to make tracks. Want to treat yourself before you go? Something for the road, maybe?
You seem eager to get rid of me.
I don't really know you. Roseway's supposed to be closed off to visitors. Stands to reason you could be a corporate spy of some sort. Then again, there's nothing in my contract that says I can't sell the corporate spies. Your bits are the same as anybody else's.
Well, I hope my bits are the same as most other people's. Otherwise, I definitely need to visit the doctor's house. Oh, not those bits.
Sure. Not like I get many customers.
Ever tried serving Artie Cleo products? Why is this place called the 17th Bar? How do you make any money with so few people in town? Yeah, why? Because the...
Some people say the name refers to the 17 rungs in Auntie Cleo's official ladder of corporate advancement. These people are wrong. Truth is, we've been established, closed down, renamed, re-established, and then reopened a grand total of 17 times in the last 40 years. Corporate's still deliberating over a new name. The matter remains hotly contested in committee, but we're expecting a decision within the next 5 to 7 years. Exciting times.
Yeah, the reviews comparing Ghost Recon and Far Cry would definitely win out of those two. I mean, it is like 4 in the morning for you, noob, isn't it? So, yeah. I mean, what sort of games that do have, like, shooting mechanics and, like, that level of violence in them, does he let you play?
Technically, I'm not in business at all. Roseway closed down years ago. Corporate still sends us the occasional shipment of necessities through unofficial back channels. Of course, if something goes wrong, like one of our guards drinking himself to an early grave or raptidons running wild, corporate won't acknowledge we ever existed. Sure. You need something to clean raptidon blood out your clothes?
Okay, nothing interesting, but we should be able to sell our junk, shouldn't we? Ka-ching! And 10 grand, okay. Maybe he'll understand and accept. Maybe he'll be really strict and say no. It doesn't matter what good reason. I've got a feeling Far Cry is a 15. I mean, you are shooting people. It's one of those. It's like what is it in China? You can't shoot people, but you can shoot robots. So most AAA games, they just turn all the bad guys into robots for some reason. That's how they get past the ratings. But I feel like there's almost something very cartoony, whether it's just the kind of the visual flair to the Far Cry games. Certainly Far Cry 5, because there's a lot of magenta in there, isn't there? It's like one step removed from Fortnite. It's just how bright and colourful it is, but you are mowing down people in the apocalypse. Is that Black Ops 3 at the moment? In comparison, then, yeah, Far Cry is nothing in comparison to Black Ops. Any of like the Call of Duty stuff? Yeah, you I mean, also, do we have anything else junk-wise we need to sell? We do have all this food, don't we? We should really go through some of this and figure out what's useful and what's not. So much Adreno. Where's the toilet? There's always a toilet in one of these bars, which we can go searching through. No, apparently not.
I told you, you're staying put. You're not listening. We can stop this.
Only thing stopping them beasts is high caliber kinetics.
The Cysty Pit. Okay, this is where they've been breeding the monsters, I guess. We will probably be going for at least another hour, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. So we'll certainly be finishing before 7, because I'm like I said, I'm feeling a little full of cold, shall we say? So quite woolly-headed. But no, we're still going to be on for a while yet. Okay, well, I guess we're heading out into the world, because I think we've searched every building.
Calm down. I am perfectly calm.
I guess we haven't gone into the main building, have we? No, okay. Oh, it's Phineas. Phineas V. Wells, for various crimes and violations of board policy, including any and all of the following: sedition, forgery, conspiracy, conspiracy to commit conspiracy, unlicensed medical practice, destruction of board property. Yeah, the whole, like, when politicians want to blame something for, like, violence, they blame video games. It's been debunked so many times now. It's all bullshit. It's like in the 50s they blamed rock and roll for violence. They blame video nasties in the 80s. It's just an excuse not to deal with society's problems. Video games do not make violent people. People tend towards violence, and they find outlets. However, whatever. Right. Systems and serfdoms. Okay. You just blame assholes for violence. Yep, that sounds about right. Well, we're just stealing all their shit, but like I said, there's nobody about to collar us, so it's fine. It's... No one will ever know, especially if we close the door. See? Oh, okay. Staff quarters? Corporate trooper... Vaughn Cortez. Okay, that was another name we did actually have. Somebody we had to speak to. But we will not speak to them yet. We will go upstairs and find out.
You're underestimating the importance of the 8th back.
Blankenship, she's okay. But Lunsford has the highest rate of foot goals per game.
Okay, they're currently talking sports. Unlock with Anton's lab keycard. Well, you know what? This feels like a good place where we could... Okay. I've just seen something on my screen. It's just they've got a small leak. How about we save here and move on to our second game for the day? Because I feel like we're not at risk of being mauled to death by any rabid creatures the moment we load back in. So yeah, if we chuck a save in here and set ourselves up for next time. So yeah, we will jump back to the main. And we can switch over to something a little more chill. Right, let's chuck a mark in here.